I am calling you in this hour with a clearer call than before, because there is something I want you to recognize before you continue stepping into the movements that are drawing near. My child, pause for a moment and listen to me with your whole heart, not with fear, not with suspicion, but with the peace of a child who knows their father is speaking out of love. I do not come to you in anger to push you into shame, nor do I want you to tremble before things that have not yet happened. I draw near to you because I see what you have not yet seen, understand what you have not yet understood, and know that if you continue allowing distraction to pull you away, you may pass by a precious reminder sent to preserve you, guide you, and lift you out of what has been quietly weighing upon your life. Many times I have spoken with you in quiet moments. Sometimes it was a sense of unease when you were about to make a decision. Sometimes it was a gentle prompting telling you to slow down, to consider more carefully, not to quickly trust what looked convenient before your eyes. Sometimes it was a heaviness after a conversation, an emptiness after a choice, a sigh you could not explain. You felt those things, but many times you pushed them aside because you thought you were too sensitive, too tired, or only imagining things. I say to you that not every inward stirring is weakness. There are times when I use that very sensitivity to protect you from a path that has not yet been illuminated. My beloved, I know you have been surrounded by pressure. I know responsibilities, worries, the voices around you, the expectations of others, and even unhealed fears have made your heart weary. When a person has to hear too many sounds from the world, they easily forget how to hear the sound of peace. When a person is pulled by too many things that need to be handled, they can easily pass by the small signs I place before them. I do not blame you for being tired. I do not turn my face away from you because you were slow to respond. But today, I am calling you more clearly because this moment requires watchfulness. And that watchfulness can no longer be replaced by more delay. A shift is drawing near, and it does not necessarily need to make you afraid. There are shifts that come to reveal what has been hidden, to bring truth into the light, to help you clearly see what you have felt for a long time but have not dared to name. Some truths may bring relief, because at last you understand why your heart has been uneasy. Other truths may make you uncomfortable, because they touch the places you have grown used to avoiding. But remember this: what I allow to be revealed is not meant to destroy you, but to free you from uncertainty. Truth, when placed in my hands, does not come to crush you. It comes to separate you from illusion, from self-deception, from connections or habits that have been wearing you down little by little. Recently, you have felt a strange burden, as though something were forming behind the curtain of your life. You cannot name it, but you can feel it. There are moments when you are doing very ordinary things, yet your heart is not completely at rest. There are moments when you hear a word, see an action, remember something, and suddenly something inside you pauses. I want you to understand that this awareness is not meant to make you panic. It is an invitation for you to walk more slowly, pray more deeply, observe more carefully, and not rush to conclusions based on temporary emotions. I see the whole picture. You only see one piece. Therefore, when I call you to be awake, It is because I want you to enter what is coming with clear eyes, not in confusion. My child, what is about to be exposed may be connected to a decision, a relationship, a promise, an opportunity, or a direction you have been considering in your heart. Perhaps I will show you what is real and what only appears beautiful on the surface. Perhaps I will reveal someone's motive, the weakness of a plan, or the misalignment in something you once thought was right. Or perhaps I will open your eyes to see that a door you thought was lost is actually being held by me for the right time. Whatever shape it takes, do not respond with haste. Remain in peace. Let me lead you step by step. Let the truth be revealed without allowing your heart to be swept into chaos. I do not want you to think that everything depends on one rushed reaction from you. I do not place my love on a fragile scale. I do not keep your blessing through threats. But I also do not want you to take obedience lightly. Obedience is not a loud action meant to prove faith. Obedience is when you are willing to stop when I tell you to stop. Willing to listen when your heart wants to run away. Willing to release something even though you have become used to holding it. Willing to choose truth instead of temporary comfort. Obedience is when you no longer call delay peace, no longer call avoidance wisdom, no longer call busyness a reason not to face what I am pointing out. Examine your heart with gentleness. What has made you harden toward reminders? What has made you accustomed to ignoring unease? What is draining your joy while you still try to protect it? What has caused you to stop praying with the honesty you once had? I do not ask in order to condemn you. I ask so that you may recognize where light is needed. There are things that, if seen today, will become lessons. But if they remain buried in denial, they can become heavier burdens. I do not want you to learn everything through pain. I want you to learn through watchfulness, humility, and the courage to let me correct what needs to be corrected. If there is a truth that makes you uncomfortable, do not run from it. Bring it before me. If there is something that brings relief, receive it with gratitude. If there is a person, situation, or door that causes you to look again, look with wisdom, not bitterness. I do not teach you to live suspicious of everyone. I teach you discernment. I do not teach you to close your heart because you fear being wounded. I teach you to set boundaries in order to protect the purity I have placed within you. I do not teach you to react in anger. I teach you to respond with steadiness, knowing how to say yes to what belongs to the light and how to say no to what pulls you into confusion. My beloved, what is coming is not greater than my protection. The darkness does not have the right to write the final chapter over your life. Exposure is not the ending. Many times, it is the beginning of freedom. When what is hidden is brought into the light, you no longer have to walk in suspicion. When what is true is revealed, you no longer have to spend your strength supporting something that was never built on a firm foundation. When I make things clear to you, it is because I want you to become lighter, cleaner, more peaceful, and more ready for the next season. There are things I cannot place into your hands while your hands are still gripping what wounds you. There are new doors that require you to leave the old hallway. Therefore, pause in my presence. Let your breathing slow down. Let the noises outside lose their power to control your heart. Tell me truthfully that you are ready to hear. ready to see, ready to be corrected, ready to release, and ready to follow the light. I am not tired of loving you. My love does not run dry. But I am calling you solemnly because I do not want you to miss the protection being sent at the right time. I do not want you to step into what is coming with closed eyes. I want you to be guided, upheld, made wise, and kept in peace. Stay near me in this hour, my child, because when the truth is revealed, I will also give you the strength to receive it, the clarity to act, and the gentleness to keep walking without losing your heart. There is a situation around you that has not yet been fully revealed. But I declare that what has been covered for too long will not be able to remain hidden in the darkness. My beloved, perhaps it is connected to a person, a decision, an unspoken word, or a truth someone has tried to keep hidden from you. Perhaps for a long time you have sensed that something was not completely upright, but you did not have enough evidence to name it. Perhaps you blamed yourself for being too sensitive, tried to push that feeling away, and told yourself that everything was not as serious as your heart was warning you. But I placed within you a subtle awareness, not to confuse you, but to protect you. And in this time, my light is beginning to shine upon what needs to be illuminated, so that you will no longer walk in ambiguity. You no longer have to guess what is true and what is only an outer shell. When everything begins to open, you may be surprised. Your heart may be shaken by what you hear, what you see, or the way all the pieces suddenly fit together. But remember this, nothing that happens in that hour is outside my awareness. I saw before you saw. I knew before you knew. I heard what was spoken behind your back. You saw the intentions hidden behind silence, and recognized movements for which you did not yet have enough information to understand. Therefore, when truth begins to step into the light, do not react with fear. Do not let the first shock pull you into panic. Stand still in the peace I give. Breathe slowly. Remember that I am not exposing this to break you apart, but to place you back on the right path. What shakes you has not been permitted to come in order to harm you. It comes as a redirection. There are things that, if they continue to remain hidden, would cause you deeper pain later. There are connections that, if not seen clearly, would continue to drain you in silence. There are decisions that, if not brought into the light, would lead you into cycles of confusion, regret, and hurt. I do not want you to step further into a path where you have already felt uneasy many times. I do not want you to keep entrusting your peace to unstable things. I do not want you to remain in a place that offers vague promises but carries no truth. Because I love you, I must open your eyes. Because I care for you, I must allow what is hidden to be revealed at the right time. You have ignored the inward reminder before. You felt that something was not right, but you convinced yourself that you should be more patient, understand others more, overlook it one more time. I see your kindness in that, but I also see how that kindness has sometimes been used to silence you before unhealthy things. You have a compassionate heart, but compassion does not mean you must be led along in a lack of clarity. You know how to forgive, but forgiveness does not mean you must return to a place that has repeatedly taken away your peace. You know how to love, But love does not mean you must abandon the discernment I placed within you. Therefore, this time I am speaking louder, clearer, and deeper, so that you will not overlook what I am showing you. When everything begins to shift, trust what you can sense in stillness. Do not dismiss it too quickly. Do not overthink until you blur the first awareness. Do not let others convince you that you did not see what you saw, did not hear what you heard, did not feel what you felt. I am not telling you to act hastily, but I am telling you to pay attention. I am not telling you to react in anger, but I am telling you to stand in the truth. I am not telling you to conclude from fear, but I am telling you not to trade your peace in order to maintain an image that is no longer honest. What I place within you will become stronger when you are willing to listen. That awareness does not come to confuse you, but to lead you out of confusion. There is also a blessing tied to this very moment, though at first you may not recognize it as blessing. Sometimes the thing that shakes you is the very thing that frees you. Sometimes what you call disturbance is actually the door opening. Sometimes truth appears like a strong wind, but it blows away the layers of dust that were hiding the road. I know you do not always like the way truth comes, because truth can hurt the part of you that still wants to believe in the old thing. But truth under my hand does not come to destroy you. It comes to loosen the ropes. It comes so that you no longer live in doubt. It comes so that you no longer keep trying to build a future on a foundation that has long been cracked. You are being positioned for something better. But before that better thing has room to enter, you must clearly see what no longer belongs in your life. Not everyone who once walked with you is appointed to continue. Not every opportunity that once made you hope came from me. Not every open door before your eyes leads to peace. There are things that must be named correctly, placed correctly, and released in the right season, so that you do not carry confusion into the new land. I do not clear your path by adding many things while your heart remains full of old bonds. Sometimes preparation begins with separation. Sometimes being lifted begins with the courage to leave what has made you bow your head for too long. So I want you to be fully present. Do not hide in distractions simply to avoid facing what your heart already knows. Do not fill this night with noise in order to avoid the truth knocking at the door. Do not avoid the feeling within you simply because it makes you uncomfortable. Pay attention to conversations. Listen to the way people speak, and also to what they do not say. Observe the signs, not with toxic suspicion, but with peaceful watchfulness. Pay attention to your own responses, because often your body and soul have recognized unrest before your mind has gathered enough explanations. Everything happening in this stage is contributing to your direction. Not everything will be pleasant, but what needs to be known will be known. Not everything will be gentle, but what needs to be separated will be separated. You are not alone in this. Even when the feeling of being overwhelmed makes you think you must endure it by yourself, I am walking with you through every moment. I am not standing far away to see how you will react. I am near to keep you from collapsing when the unexpected appears. I am near to remind you not to make hasty decisions in panic. I am near to wipe away the trembling inside your heart and place a foundation of peace beneath your feet again. If you need silence, I will be in that silence. If you need to cry, I will be near those tears. If you need wisdom, I will give enough for each step you take. I will not leave you abandoned in uncertainty. I will not allow what is revealed to shatter you if you remain in my presence. One day, you will understand why this had to happen in this way. You will look back and realize that the shaking was not a sign of loss, but evidence of rescue. You will see that what I revealed protected you from a longer road of pain. You will realize that today's disturbance opened the way for tomorrow's peace. So trust me, even while you cannot yet see the whole picture. Trust that I am acting in places you cannot yet touch. Trust that my light never shines upon anything without a redemptive purpose. I am leading you out of ambiguity, bringing you into clarity, and preparing you for a new path that is cleaner, steadier, and more peaceful. Stand firm. My beloved, what is about to be revealed does not come to defeat you. It comes to release you into what I have prepared for a long time. There is a strength I am placing deep within you, and though you have not fully recognized it yet, tonight I will show you that you are no longer as weak as you once thought. My beloved child, there are things within you that were formed quietly through seasons when you thought you were only enduring. You passed through heavy days, silent battles, moments when you had to remind yourself to take one more breath. Stand a little longer. I believe one more time, you did not clearly see what I was building in those years, because your eyes only saw pressure, tears, waiting, and doors that had not opened. But I saw something else. I saw endurance being born within you. I saw courage growing every time you did not give up. I saw wisdom beginning to take root in the places that were once full of confusion. I saw a new person being formed under my hand. Not loudly, not showily, but steadier, deeper, and closer to what I ordained for you than ever before. Tonight, that will begin to be revealed. It may not come in the way you expect. It may not appear as something gentle at first. It may come through an awakening that makes you face what you once avoided, through a moment that causes you to stop, through an event that makes you realize you have changed more than you thought. But do not be afraid of that awakening. Not everything that hurts you comes to destroy you. There are things I allow to touch your life in order to awaken the strong part within you that you forgot you carried. There are moments that first look like trials, but are actually mirrors showing you that you no longer react as before, no longer get pulled so easily into the old spiral, no longer allow fear to take the wheel like it once did. That is a sign of maturity. That is evidence that my grace has been working in you longer than you realized. You will respond differently, and that is not accidental. Before, perhaps one word was enough to make you collapse inside. Before, perhaps a message, a silence, a cold look, or an unexpected change made you doubt yourself. Before, perhaps you hurried to explain, hurried to hold on, hurried to worry, hurried to blame yourself. But now, you will see a new stillness within you, a steadiness you do not need to force into existence. You will not be swept away as quickly as before. You will stop, listen, discern, and ask me before allowing emotions to pull you into places that no longer belong to you. You will recognize that you matured right in the middle of your struggles. And that maturity is no longer remaining hidden. It is beginning to appear in the way you think, the way you respond, the way you keep peace, and the way you choose. What you are about to experience is not a series of disconnected coincidences. It is part of a greater shift I am opening in your life. I am realigning what has been out of place. I am separating you from what is no longer permitted to go with you into the new season. I am untangling the bonds that once made you weary, clarifying relationships that once confused you, and preparing space in your life for what is appointed to come next. There are things you want to keep, but I know they would make your heart heavy if they stayed. There are people you want to understand, but I know their presence no longer brings peace. There are doors you once prayed would open, but I know that if they opened at the wrong time, they would pull you away from something better. Therefore, when I rearrange, trust that my hand is not cruel, my hand is protecting, healing, and clearing the way. Perhaps you will not understand immediately. Perhaps what happens at first will only make you ask questions, make you look back, make you feel as though something is moving that you do not yet know how to name. But time will show you its purpose. There are answers that are not understood in the very moment they appear, but only become clear after you take a few more steps. There are closings that are only recognized as protection after you see what I kept you from. There are changes that hurt at first, but later you will give thanks because they moved you out of a place that no longer nourished your peace. I do not ask you to understand everything immediately. I only invite you to trust me step by step. Keep your heart tender. Keep your inner ear open. And do not quickly call what I am doing disorder simply because you have not yet seen the whole picture. What you notice first may be very small. So small that if you are not awake, you may pass over it as an ordinary thing. Perhaps it will be a conversation that feels different, as though something lies beneath familiar words. Perhaps it will be an unexpected message that stirs in you an awareness you often ignored before. Perhaps it will be an emotion that suddenly becomes stronger than usual. A weight or lightness in your heart, a prompting to pray, a sense that you need to step back. Remain silent and observe more. Do not despise those small signals. Not all. My guidance comes with thunder. Many times, I lead you through a very quiet stirring in the heart, through a holy unease, through a silence that makes you pay attention, through a detail that seems simple yet opens greater understanding. Those things are not random interruptions. They are signs placed at the right time to awaken awareness within you. I am directing your attention to them because they will lead you into understanding what is truly happening around you. There are things that look normal outwardly, but carry another motive within. There are words that sound gentle, but what they leave in you is not peace. There are opportunities that seem attractive, but do not carry my mark. There are delays that seem frustrating, but are actually a fence of protection. I want you to learn how to recognize the difference, not by suspecting everyone, but by wisdom, not by fear, but by nearness to me. When you are near me, you will not need to live in confusion. You will know what to keep, what to release, what to wait for, and what must be left behind. Therefore, tonight, keep your heart awake. Do not rush to react according to old habits. Do not let fear answer for you. Do not let old wounds interpret everything through the darkness of the past. Pause. Breathe in my presence and ask, Father, what are you showing me? I will show you through peace, through clarity, through inner confirmation, and through signs you cannot ignore. You will see that the strength within you is not cold hardness, but the ability to stand still in the light when everything around you tries to shake you. You will see that you are no longer the person of yesterday, no longer controlled by old things as before, no longer required to live by defensive reactions. I have caused you to grow in grace, and now that maturity will begin to shine. Trust that every movement taking place is under my eyes. I will not let you enter the new season without preparation. I will not let you face the truth without protection. I will not let you see what must be seen and then abandon you in confusion. I am leading you to clarity, to peace, to a path that is cleaner, lighter, and aligned with what I have ordained. The small signals tonight will become the first pieces of a larger picture. Pay attention, but do not be afraid. Open your heart, but do not rush. Stand firm, yet remain tender before my voice. My beloved child, the strength you thought you did not have is waking up, and when it appears, you will know that every difficult season did not make you weaker. It prepared you to step into what I am about to open.